Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the WCTV gaming stream that we have. It's me, John. I am back playing some Remnant from the Ashes. This is not the character we left off on. This is my main character. This is the character we left off on. So we're going to be jumping back in exactly where we left off last time. So we'll see how far we get. We'll see what mysteries we find. Should be fun. Alright, let's jump on in. Alright. So, last we left off, we got the root mask. The root mask gave us, was from the T-posing man. So, there's a little secret that if you don't want to hear, then come back in like 30 seconds. But if you kill the guy first, get the root mask, and then go talk to the tree, it actually gives you a perk instead of a necklace. So, one of those little things that they slide in there, so it's you get something from either or, but you don't know till you try. Alright, so let's go back into this. Ammo back, travel. We're not going to go to last checkpoint because we went down to the very end of that path, dealt with that guy, so realistically speaking it would only bring us outside the dungeon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the main checkpoint that we have in the world, head back there and take an alternate route. Be real interesting to see what kind of bosses we get, because like I said before, the worlds are procedurally generated, so one person's playthrough is going to be entirely different from another person's playthrough. There may be some similarities, but most of the time you're going to have a lot of different stuff. Alright, so let's see. So we're here, and I'm trying to figure out the last place we went. Okay, so one way of figuring that out is we open this door from this side, which means everything on the other side of this door was from an earlier route that we took. So, by deducing that, we narrow it down from like 5 locations that we could go to 3. So, let's take a look here. Might wind up going down a path we've already gone down, but you know, such is the adventure. Getting a little bit of input lag. Should be interesting. Alright, let's head down here. I think this is the route we took to get to the masked guy, but I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna see. Christian believes it is. So I'm gonna take a quick look. Okay, I had the wireless controller under the table, and it seems if I bring it above the table, it connects better. It looks like it is. Okay, so this is one of the big bad boss rooms that we went into, I think. Yes. Okay, so we came in through there. So this is the boss room for the giant cleaver guy, which is a way that you have to go when you start out the game. So I'm trying to figure out if we've taken this path already or not. We're gonna see, because this comes right. So that's that. Okay, so one of the ways you can figure this out, actually you can't see it from this section of the map, but I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, one way you can figure this out is the crystal in the same map as a boss room is always the beginning. They always give you a crystal at the beginning of a boss room just in case you have to continuously try to beat this guy. You don't have to travel through anything, which Dark Souls didn't give you the luxury of before. So it's kind of nice that they did that kind of thing. So we're going to, so this is actually backtracking a little bit. So we're heading back this way. I'm used to, on my main character, having a lot more stamina, so bear with me as we run, get tired, run, get tired.
Now, when you run a lot, do you get extra stamina perks?
You do not. You have to upgrade your stamina perk itself, which maxes out at 20. Which is a healthy amount of stamina for this game. Okay. So we came out here. Reached the tree. The door. So I think this way is the way we're supposed to go. We're gonna see.
Alright, this is it.
Alright, got one. This controller is a little interesting. I'm used to an Xbox One Elite controller at home, but this is a Switch Pro controller, which is very different. But the thumbsticks handle differently, so my aiming is a little off comparatively to what it would normally be if I was using my controller. Alright, so I'm pretty sure... Oh, I'm being attacked. Where are they? Aha. Hey, David, welcome. You've tuned into my work stream. We have every Thursday we're going to be streaming. Me and one of my coworkers, Christian, are going to be switching out back and forth a little bit. So I'll be on here every other Thursday. Let me see. Yeah, so you're talking to Christian on the chat, and I'm running the game. Let's see. Okay.
Sounds good, fam.
Okay. So we're gonna check this way, see what's up. I know I've gone both of these directions, but I'm not entirely sure which way I'm actually supposed to be going, but we're gonna figure that out. Oh, we got a big boy. Oh, great. More ads. That's always fun. Nope. You need to stop. Come on. Gotcha.
It's over.
Alright, guys. Ammo. And through here. Okay. Okay, subway is the direction I'm supposed to be going. Cool. This is one of the tiles that you always get with the procedurally generated world. So it's one way to figure out what direction you're supposed to be going if you've played this once before. Alright, here we go. Heading down into the subway. Which this area is tricky because, well, you'll see. Alright, let's get our ammo back. Good. Switch to the rifle.
What? Shit, I think I'm hearing things.
No, you're not hearing things. Well, you are hearing things, but you're not hearing things. Such an odd statement. Okay. Yeah, so these guys like to hang from the ceiling, which is always fun. God, this thumbstick is just not the greatest for precision aiming. And I know what people are gonna say. Then you're playing it on a PC. Just play it with your mouse and keyboard. I hate using the keyboard. I love using the mouse. I hate using the keyboard. I don't know why, but I grew up with controllers. Oh, these things. Just be careful of those. They explode. Especially if you get close. But my hands never got used to using a keyboard. I can aim with a mouse perfectly fine. But actually using the keyboard throws me a little bit. Alright, got a little side path here. Let's figure this out. A lot of times these side paths have either rare loot or materials that you need. Where are you going? Okay, so where do you think you're actually going? I'm down here, genius. I think he's taking the hole. Yeah, and usually an elite. And we got ourselves a screamer. No, he just teleports. And he likes to get close and personal because then his screaming is raw. And the screaming summons ads, which is always fun. Okay, got him.
It's over.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we got a materials chest. Got some scrap, some iron. Definitely good for crafting, upgrading, things like that. Hear you. Oh, hi, friend. Have you not heard about personal space?
Hey, stay down.
Gotcha.
Hey, stay down.
Whew.
It says insert generic comment about no aim.
Yeah. Uh-huh. He's saying I got bad aim.
Hey, stay down.
No, the studio lights in my eyes? What?
Oh, that's fine. Like the sun in your eyes.
Oh, sun in your eyes? Studio lights in eyes? Yeah. We'll go with that. Like that. Haha. don't know why that headshot didn't proc as a headshot. It's kind of interesting, the damage number styling that they did. So white damage numbers means it was a base shot like that. Red damage numbers, if I can get it, yeah, like that, is a headshot. Headshots obviously do more damage. So instead of the 17, I was getting 165. Oh, that's an elite. Where is it? Yeah, on this anywhere. Gotcha. Ow. Didn't feel good. Ooh. These guys are technically elites. The self-immolating ones. Oh, you're still alive. You have like no health. Can you stop that? Oh my god, this is becoming a problem. Okay, you. Over in the corner. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now that that chaos is done. Never... Where? Oh. Self-immolating guy. You can... Yep. See, now I'm burned. Nice thing they went with the realistic of rolling gets rid of burn. Everything else that you have to take something for. They have different types of elixirs and oils and stuff like that that you take that remove status effects. Thankfully, we haven't gotten too much into that with this playthrough yet. 285. I feel like that should have actually been a crit. 28. Crits are yellow numbers that pop up. Red are headshots. Doo-doo. Ew. Getting a little bit of frame drop. And by the way, I'm playing this on my tablet because I didn't feel like actually bringing my whole rig in. It plays it, it just doesn't play it quite as smooth as my rig at home does. And if you could see how many wires I have plugged into my rig at home, you'd understand why I'm playing it on the tablet. Elite. Oh, it's a big boy. Senior bullet sponge. Haha, I staggered you. Don't do that often. But immolating guy, that's fun. And I love that they hurt each other. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Can you not? Ew. Reload. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I've been trying to reload this entire time and I realized I'm actually entirely out of long rifle ammo. That's fun. But thankfully, red means long rifle ammo. Go. I only have 2 dragon cards, but we're going to use one just to heal up a little bit. Help us out.
Your cousin's giving us a list of
Oh yeah, there's a few. There's actually a few games coming out. I wanna stream this one for a little bit, kind of get a let's play kind of thing going on. But yes, there's the new Ghost Recon game that's coming out. That looks like a lot of fun. There's Monster Hunter Iceborne, which is the game-sized DLC that's coming to Monster Hunter. There's Borderlands 3 that's coming out that looks like a lot of fun.
Gears 5, Link's Awakening.
Yes.
Something called The Man from
Link's Awakening I will definitely be playing. Yes, as Ooh. Yeah, Link, Zelda, Link, that whole thing is Nintendo's baby, and they will never release that on anything but their newest Nintendo console, which happens to be the Switch, which we have access to multiple of, so that's nice. Is that a lunchbox? There's a lunchbox. Who's down here having lunch?
It stayed closed.
It did. Intact and closed. I am terrible. There we go. Okay.
Cousin said demons need federally mandated breaks too.
Not wrong. Not wrong. But a lunchbox? I don't know. I feel like they'd be eating like root nuggets or something like that. I don't know. Sap in a bottle. They might need a lunchbox for that.
Rain.
Okay. Yes, I knew it. They always like to hide stuff. Strange coin. That's a quest item. We will head back and show you what that gets you just in a minute. Oh, and words to the wise. Not all quest items like that don't pertain to the actual like main story spawn in your world. I figured that out the first time. There was a ring that you're supposed to find. I won't spoil too much about it, but it didn't actually spawn in my world, so that's a piece of content that you couldn't get on my first playthrough. Which, you know, procedure generated worlds. There's a lot of content you don't get on your first playthrough. This is a trap. This just feels like a trap. Where are the rest of you? No, interesting. Iron. Nope. What do we got? Hey. Materials chest. Some scrap, some iron. Something's gonna drop on my head. I can hear him. Where are you? There you are. Hey, there's a headshot. Okay. I promise I'm a gamer, I swear. Me and my terrible aim. Oh, hi, friends. Skillful dodge. Too bad I didn't help you. Do not. And we're running low on rifle ammo again. Switch to the pistol. Not the biggest fan of this pistol. Granted, it's nice for smaller ads because you can get a lot of shots in. But, like, look at that damage. It's just not that great. That was a full clip. Where I can take like 3 of my primary rifle rounds and just straight up kill the elite if I needed to. Bam. Like that. There are a lot better secondary weapons in this game. They are very versatile with their weapon options. Okay. You guys are getting real close, we're just gonna cut you down. Like an old tree. There we go. That wasn't bad.
It's over.
Wait till I get to a boss. And if anybody watching hasn't played this game, I do recommend picking it up. It's a $40 game, not the standard 60 that AAA games usually come out as, and I'd say it's probably worth the 60. So you're definitely getting it at a bargain. Ooh, what do we get? One, we got a trap. Really, didn't come out behind me. Hey, Dome of Knowledge. 1 perk point. Definitely useful. Especially this early on. Actually... yeah. We're just gonna bring my health up a little bit for now. A little bit extra health.
Do all the traits max at 20?
Yeah, all traits max out at 20. But there are so many traits in this game. I'm a main character. I am trait level 200 and something. And I still have perks that I haven't even touched yet. And perks aren't always guaranteed. There are several perks that you have to do something specific to be able to get. Which again makes this game's replayability just amazing. Alright. Are we where I think we are? Haha, we are. We made it to the church. This is one of these tiles that doesn't change. Alright, so... if you couldn't tell by the fog wall at the church, next section is a boss fight. Or an encounter, either or. So we're going to return back to Ward 13. We're going to level up things a little bit, just so we're a bit more prepared. We're going to turn in that quest item that we got, the strange coin, and hopefully get something quite nice that I will probably be using. Alright. So, first things first. Again, the input lag if I don't have the controller above the table because it's wireless. Alright, we're gonna talk to you.
Needing any scrounge?
Is this your lucky coin?
Oh, you found it. Wait. Out in the city? Bless. He could still be. How about that?
Here, the coin belongs to you.
This... it means a lot, friend. Oh, let me give in kind. Take my pistol. It's, got a few lucky shots still in there. No, thank you. You're all right. Hey, I won't forget this.
And we get the Magnum revolver and a trade point. Magnum revolver is something that I have used a fair amount in endgame. It has a surprisingly good range. The rate of fire is pretty slow, but we're going to work on that on this character's trait specifically because we're working for long range combat. So we're going to work on instead of working on what I did with my main character, which was like melee damage, melee health regen, things like that. This run we're going to work on try to reload speed, range damage, firing speed, or sorry, rate of fire, and things like that. So hopefully we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's swap this out. Take the mod on that off, put there, put that there. But even just base damage, I don't have the actual repeater pistol leveled at all because I knew I was going to be swapping it out, so I didn't waste any material storing into it. You get the Magnum revolver at a +2, but it's base shot just because of the rate of fire and the magazine size is higher, but it's significantly higher at a 75.6 compared only to the 17 that you normally get out of that. So it's a jump regardless, damage wise. Oh no, that there we go. But as I said, that's as fast as I can fire with that, which sometimes becomes an issue if things are really coming up at you, which they do a lot in this game. But its damage output is quite nice. So we got that. Let's go level up a few things. Miss Moody.
Oh, traveler. Certainly.
Okay, so we can't bring up our rifle anymore because it requires forged iron, which we haven't gotten to yet. We can level up the pistol and the sword, but I'm not going to worry about the sword because we're going to get a better sword or melee weapon later on in the game, depending on what bosses we get. We'll figure out what we can actually get out of it. And we're not too worried about that because this is more of a range build. So we're going to bring this up a little bit. Alright, that's all we can get out of that. And let's upgrade the mask real quick.
So long.
Cool. Fantastic. So that should help us out a little bit in this upcoming fight. Travel, return to last checkpoint. Now, this may take me a couple tries because this was relatively easy. This next section, relatively easy with my melee build because it gets a little hellbent and hectic at times in this place. We're gonna see with this range build because it's kind of a more confined area. But let's take a look. Let's see how we can do. Welcome to the church. Talk to the twisted woman in the church.
So, another seeks the root's counsel. Closer, child. It's you, the one who washed ashore. We see all things. We are the Root Mother, a vessel of wisdom through which the root speaks. What is it you seek?
How do we get to the atoll, or looking for let's go with looking for the founder.
The founder, consumed by desperation and pride, now gone beyond this world. An unwitting harbinger of... Could it be? Has the hour come? Yes. Clearer it becomes. You seek to end the root, but the path is hidden. This vessel knows the road you seek. Help we must, but not where ears can hear. They will come for us when bonds we break. Will you protect? Will you trust?
I will protect you.
Prepare yourself. They are coming.
Alright, so now we have to defend the Root Mother from everything. So here's where things get a little hairy and everything comes through all the windows. These enemies will ignore you at times and go straight for the Root Mother because that's their goal. It becomes tricky when elites show up. These guys are easy once the elites come in. Sometimes that gets a little tricky. So we have to defend for 1:26. Alright, yeah, so we got archers here. Oop. Nope, you weren't entirely done. Got that one. Yeah, so they're just straight shooting the root mother. No. Nope, I thought I had him. There we go, got you. Got them. Heal up real quick, because otherwise this can be real hairy, real fast. And yes, that is a brute out there. That's a big boy. Thankfully we got rid of the archers. Sometimes that's an issue. If you don't kill the archers fast enough, then sometimes it becomes a problem. Okay. We just have to make sure this guy doesn't get close to her, otherwise this might become a problem. Ooh. Oh, and he stacked the bleed. That's no fun. Okay, let's reload, please. See, they will straight attack the root mother, which is not good for anyone here. Yeah, 11 seconds. We don't even have to kill the big guy at this point. We just have to survive for the last few seconds, because I don't think they can actually do enough damage to her. Completed. Oh. Heyo. Okay.
It's rushed.
So we're gonna stop this bleed real quick by putting a bandage on. Heal up real quick just to make sure we're all good.
Thank you, child.
What happens now?
I have learned much from the root. I will aid you. We will fight it together. First, I must rest. Look there, the wall. There is a path beyond. Find the path. Then seek me out among our kind. In the place you call the ward. I know the way. We shall meet again.
Cool. Quest complete, 700 experience, and a trait point. Fantastic. And we get Mother's Blessing, which is a trait. If you want to take a look at that real quick. Trait, Mother's Blessing, range damage reduction. So it reduces the amount of range damage that we take, which is good because we're going to be running a range build. So after dealing with vigor and endurance, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to throw a few points into that. But all traits that you get start out with 1 point in them, so they're already active with the base level that they can do. Now, here comes the fun part. Now, she told you to head that way, through the wall. This game rewards exploration. So, if we head this way, which was locked off before the fight, we can come in here. There is a book. That is a journal, and it gives you a lot of useful lore information. I'd recommend taking a look at that when you get through here. Just for stream's sake, we're gonna trek on forward. Oh yeah, and always break everything because you get some scrap out of it, and scrap is the currency in this game. So you literally break things and get money. All right, so down here. You get an emerald box, some blood wart, and see that little purple hiding back there. Sniper rifle, which is perfect for this build. So we're actually going to swap that out. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to attach that mod to this. And we get a loot box. So sniper rifles are fun. 1 round, reloads. So that's why the reload speed is going to be really good to have later on when we get that perk. But also, it actually does have a scope. So you can hit things from even farther away, which is kind of what this character wants to do. Which then the revolver comes out when things get a little too close. But because of the way the reticle works, you can still shoot things really close with this. And it does do a sizable amount of damage. The game does a very good job of balancing weapons with their time to kill. So if it has a really long reload speed, then it's going to do a lot more damage per single bullet or round or whatever it is that you're firing, which we'll get to later on with some of the cool weapons that you can do. But we have our primary weapon that we're probably going to be running for most of the game. Secondary may change. Primary may change depending on what route we want to go with later on in the game. But as it stands right now, this should be good. What do we get? Alright. We made it here. Alright. Now we have a whole nother map segment. Where'd you go? I just saw you. There you are. Gotcha. Okay, so bring that back so we don't zoom in every time. Heyo. Makes life so nice. Just pick things off before they even see you. Oh, we got an elite. That guy's real interesting. He summons things. I would like to get a headshot on him first before we start doing damage to anything else. Oh, there's two of him. Never mind, I'm not that worried about it. Oop. Saw you. Come on. Gotcha. Reload. Alright, so he throws those, which wind up being these little guys. It's not that much of a problem if you keep on it. Him. This elite to deal with. Two. That's a crit. You don't get many of those at the start of the game. Like I said, if you don't keep up on this, it becomes a little bit of a problem because, yeah, you see how this could be a problem. Ooh, that one got stuck. Ooh. Really not a fan of him constantly throwing little people at me. You're gonna have to deal with some stuff. There. So you have to deal with having those guys around you a little bit to try to deal with him, because if you only deal with the little guys,
it's over.
You'll wind up getting overrun. So it's just a fire hydrant. There are some enemies that are red in this game, so it becomes hard to tell.
Bags.
Oh, okay, so I'm full up on this. Hey, I see one. Ooh, I missed, and he didn't hear that. Good to know. Literally too far away, I guess. Figured you'd hear the bullet whizzing past. Maybe. Alright, let's move in a little bit. Okay, this guy throws down these things, which is no bueno. Not a fan of that guy. That is a sniper. But see how it's tinging? He has what is the equivalent of an overshield that kind of takes damage for him a little bit. For the first few shots. So with a sniper rifle, early on with the long reload time, or a long time at least in between rounds, it's not ideal to deal with him because he's usually got his overshield back up by the time you're ready to fire the next shot. Let's figure out what's in here. Time is it? Alright. So got about another hour and 15 for the stream. Usually around about 2 hours. Hip firing is tricky sometimes because that reticle doesn't always like to do what you want it to do, like that. Still had the red, but wasn't actually lined up with him. Alright. All these crafting materials that we need. Alright, can't go up. Must go down. Alright, what do we got? Some scrap. Personally, not looking forward to if we have any melee ads or elites coming in. Can't really deal with them too well without leveling up what I got. Saw them. They're over there somewhere. Let's grab this. Let's take a look at the map. Let's head up this way. Might find a gate or something. Usually that building there is an indication of a sewer entrance. If I remember correctly, that what that tile is. And that's the thing, like a lot of games you learn the maps of. This game you learn what the tiles are. It's weird. It's a weird way of learning layouts of stuff. Yep, see, sewer entrance. So it's interesting. But you're starting to recognize what tiles are there. So this could either get us to a new area, be a dead end, or double back. We'll see. But usually areas like this start off with a checkpoint, because they're not that cruel. They're not going to make you go through 2 areas to be able to get through to a place. Because this game can be kind of difficult at times. Oh, hey. I know these people. These are actually humans. Which leads me to believe that I know what one of the boss fights is going to be, and it's not fun? Well, it's fun, but it's just difficult. Ooh. Blood war. I need to get more bandages. Because if I remember correctly, dogs can stack a bleed on you. Which is not fun. Killing dogs just sounds so sad. But they're gonna maul your face off, so. What are you gonna do? Just sounds so sad. Ooh. No. Bad.
Who's next?
Nope. Oh, you snuck up on me. And it's kind of dynamic that you can actually like shoot out their legs and they'll trip and fall. Come on. Where's the shotgunner? There you are. There are multiple of you. Ooh. I am not a fan of these guys. They take a lot of damage. The melee guys take a lot of damage to kill, which does make sense because they have to get in. They have to get up close and personal, so it kind of makes sense that they would. Have more armor or a higher health pool. But they also do a lot of damage. Ooh, quick draw, look at that. Never stood a chance. Ooh, we got a purple. I think I know what this one is. If this is what I think it is, then I can confirm. Actually, well, I can't tell from this distance. But if it's a helmet, then this always spawns here. No. Ooh, Gunslinger's Charm. Let's. Oop, hold up, we got dogs. Let's just deal with this first before we take a look at that. Just to make sure we're not gonna get mauled. Oh, cool. Alright, I think we're good for like a sec. Alright, Gunslinger's Charm. Increase rate of fire by 10% and reload speed by 20%. This is ideal for our build. So if we... That's not super noticeably faster, but it is faster. My co-host is falling asleep. If you can hear snoring, I apologize. This group of baddies, I'll tell you now, because I don't know if we're truly going to learn that until the end of this area, are the mud dogs. Okay. This is becoming a problem. I'm used to headlock on from other games. This game really doesn't have that. It kind of does, but it also kind of doesn't at the same time. Christian.
So,
Nope. Fast asleep. Alright. Here's the dog. This game isn't perfect, so sometimes they get stuck in walls. Which it kind of sounds like he is. Or he's just like around the corner here. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. Ah, there they are. Ooh. Gotcha. Hey, trick boy.
You're dead.
Gotcha.
it's over.
Still got about an hour left.
Get it.
Ooh. I heard you. I see you. Pop, pop, pop.
Quick, get up. I'll get him.
Come on. There we go. See why I like this revolver? It's quite nice. It's a lot of fun. It's easy to use. There's a lot of single target damage. And for an early on thing, it's pretty dang good.
Tear you up.
Come on, bumpers. Gotcha. Ooh, I like to see that. Here. Okay, so this giant floating crystal thingy is a simulacrum. A simulacrum is how you upgrade your dragon heart, which is your main healing implement. There are only ever one per world. World we'll get into later. But there's more than one per playthrough, but one per world. Simulacrum. And also, word to the wise. Upgrading your dragon heart is great and all, and it's good, and it's something that you need to do. But at the same time, you also need... Christian. Nope. Sound asleep. And you use a simulacrum to max level an item. So a weapon, a piece of gear, things like that. Alright. So here we go. We are out of this area. And moving on to the next, so no dead end, leads to another section, which is cool. We'll see where it actually leads. It may double back. We don't know. Take a look at the map. No, it actually leads to a boss, I think. Looks like it. Alright. So let's see what this boss is. I have a sneaking suspicion on which one it is, but we're gonna see. Or maybe it's not a boss. Let's take a look. Nope, boss. Fog door. Cool. I do think I know who this is, but we will see.
Well, ain't you a right mutter, coming in here all by your lonesome. Most folk ain't so dumb.
Who are you supposed to be?
Rabus, king of the hungry mud dogs. You stranger, are me.
Shoot him.
Okay, so this guy does a lot of damage. It's actually a little less than my other run through. But this is a very cover-based fight. Because he has a shotgun that does a lot of damage. A lot less damage than I specifically remember. But this is all about peeking those corners, getting those hits off, making sure not to get blasted by his coach gun. You don't want to really... Oh, no. Let's keep rolling, because we need to heal. Aha! Okay. We're going to use the fire shot mod. Yeah, stack a burn on it. Get some of that tick damage going. Heal up before this melee guy gets too close, because he's gonna, yep, hurt. Oh, I am out of... Hey. Alright, this is my last dragon heart. This isn't going super well. Alright, we're gonna use my mod, hopefully get some extra crit damage on him. He is almost at half. But I am not doing well health-wise. Which, truthfully, I should have brought that simulacrum back and got some more dragon heart charges out of this. Oops. Tried to use that to my advantage, but they lean so weirdly, like just way over there. Not using cover really proper. Are you stuck? I think you're stuck. Which works for me. Which just means I'm gonna do a lot of damage real quick. Thanks, friend. Game isn't broken, nothing wrong with it, everything is perfect. Jeez. Whoa. There's a lot of baddies around here. Oh, nope, you're there. So what we're gonna do is, I am hurt. I am very much hurt. We're gonna use some blood wart. I'm gonna use a slow heal, so I just really need to be careful for like a minute. Oh, hi friends. Please no. I beg of thee, please no. Whew. Can you not? Ow. Okay, so you came out. We're gonna drink another blood wart. Oh, I am out of that. Oh, and he came up from behind. Alright, I think the sniper rifle might be a little too long range for this fight. So I think I'm gonna bring out the gun I was using before is the hunting rifle, which doesn't do bad for actually no, we're gonna use this mod because this is gonna be more useful, be able to see your targets, be able to know where they are. Yes, cheese. The game has bugs at times. It's not the greatest. They're still working out a lot of the kinks. Truthfully, I feel like at launch there was less problems with it. Since they started adding patches, they started breaking a few things. But what are you gonna do? So hopefully this will do a bit more damage and less whiffing on my part. We'll see. Now, yeah. So they're invulnerable for like a second. Does so much damage. Ow. Oh, you're like on top of me. That is not okay. Alright, let's heal. Can you not run up on me and just empty, please? You just stop right there. Not a fan of you. Getting crits, which I do like. Come on, reload. I like you where you are, so I'm gonna let you get some shots off. Which, if you do a neutral dodge, stay upright, but still avoid the damage. So, kind of works out for this. Dang, I didn't time that well. I still didn't time that well. Alright, healing up. But if you stay behind cover for too long, if you stay behind cover too long, then he starts to oh, I'm out. That's fun. Out of long rifle ammo. I do see some long rifle ammo over there. We're gonna grab that. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna trigger this mod so I can see through walls and get a damage boost on enemies. Getting there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Good.
Heal up, because this is a problem. Love getting crits. Makes me so happy. We're gonna go in the hot shot mod. Tick damage on him, some burning. We've almost got him. Just need to not get taken out by these guys. Come on. I swear, it looks like my reticle's on him sometimes, and I'm just not getting the hits. I am entirely out of ammo now. Hey, the tick damage got him. Where? Oh, he just vanished. That's fun.
So.
Hey, but the tick damage got him. There we go. One of the reasons I love the hotshot mod, because it's nice to be able to have sustained damage on them, which is useful in some fights for like health regen purposes and things like that. But also the hotshot mod does give you a base damage increase as well, so twofold good mod. Can you go through here? No. Figured I'd check. But we need to go this way. Hey, a box. Always look around. Never know what you're gonna find. Alright. So cool, we got through another boss, which is definitely awesome. In the 45 minutes or so, probably get another boss in, depending on how difficult the boss is. We'll see if we actually get through that and into the next area, but hey, we'll see. I thought that boss was actually going to be more difficult, but I got him on a previous playthrough, or the next playthrough, and because you can re-roll your worlds later on in the game, and he was scaled up to my level at that point, so his shotgun almost half health me every time he hit me. So count the amount of times I got hit in that fight, I would have been dead 20 times over. But also I could do a lot more damage, just all around base. Yeah. You're a radio. Oh, okay.
Is Pete Kwan. That's my mom. Yeah, I make it like she told me to. With things and secrets ensue.
Alright, let's go see who's talking. And yes, this is a double rotor helicopter.
Hey, friend, come on in. Come in. Old Matu's home is yours. Mi casa e su casa, as my ma used to say. At least I think that's what it means. So, what brings you up here? Come to chat? Come to trade?
Do you live alone out here?
Well, sure. Just an old mudder living out the end of the world, huh? And this old heliocopter makes a mighty good sniper's nest for any dead woods that come waltzing by. This is my lonely at times. But that makes the occasional visitor all the sweeter. Listen to me talking your ear off already. I got a million stories, but I'm sure you're here for a reason. So, what's your deal?
So, you have a guy you can trade with. It's interesting. There is a... I recommend, if you do play this game, I may come back and do it, but there's a little secret with this guy. Listen to his stories. Just listen. And you'll be quite intrigued.
Wares. Just some odds and
I
ends.
love how crazy this guy is. Alright, so he sells ammo boxes, which are a consumable that you can use to restock all of your ammunition. Mudtooth stew, increases max stamina by 25, lasts 60 minutes, and will stay in effect after death. So that's kind of cool. Increased maximum health. It does the same thing, 60 minutes, but for health. It's kind of nice having those as just little boosts that you can have. So if you're going to go into a boss fight, you take both of these, increase your stamina, increase your health. And no matter how long, if the boss fight takes you an hour to beat, you will have this active the entire time. So it's kind of a nice perk, because some things only last till you die and then come back. So nice little
Watch yourself, huh? Not a deadwood out
but this crazy old guy got a sniper rifle on the table, a revolver on the table. There's a lot of little odds and end things that you can look around here and see.
there. Heliocopter. Here we go around the heliocopter. Beep, bop, boom.
Crazy old guy.
Oh, good. Oh, look at this.
He's a crazy old guy. He's fun though. Alright, so we have this loop back. So originally, if we came through here, we would have come across him, found this door locked, and would have had to go the other route to come around, unlock that door, and create that shortcut. There is another path. So there's several different paths that we can take. So looking like the left path was the original path you were gonna take and hit this door. But if we follow the path from where we came out of the sewer, like we didn't open the door. So if I go back through here,
Oh, that stew's looking good.
and we go this way, he likes to talk. This should lead us further through the story, which is kind of what I want to do for this playthrough. Maybe not see every little thing that you can find, but get through the world. Which actually, based off of this door, if I remember correctly, this might not lead to where I think it's going to lead. But hey, we'll give it a shot. Theoretically, this should lead where we want to go. But we'll see. Quite interesting. I've played through this game several times at this point. Still just guessing about where we're going because of the way they designed the world generation. It does make it new and fun. After playing for, God, I've played for I don't know how many hours. I'll get that number to you guys, but it's something absurd for how short the game has actually been out. Always check your corners. Alright, so we found a more overgrown section of the city. It has these little guys, and then has these guys, which I don't like. You hear that humming? Yeah. They explode. Not fun. Do a lot of damage to you and give you root rot, which when active halves your stamina and causes you to randomly cough, which stops any animation you're trying to do. So, not the greatest. I hear them. Thought I heard one priming up to go.
He is.
Oh, haha. There you are. Oh. Sometimes when it gets down to that, you just gotta swing for fences. Hey, we had a book. You can always tell by the color. Oh, heyo. So even for like a range build, what I'm going for here, it's so good to level up your melee weapon because there are a lot of those situations. Oh, we got an elite. Oh! Bless you, Chris. Hey, got him down.
It's over. Yeah! Stay down!
Alright. And that was just a little side path. If you see on the upper right hand corner, that was just a little side path. Could have passed that entirely. Wouldn't have gotten a lore book. Or a tome of knowledge. Yeah, imagine working with the guy. His sneezes echo throughout the station. Isn't that right, Christian? You scare half the staff every time you sneeze. And the fun thing is, if you blow that guy up while he's next to the little guys, he'll actually take out a lot of the little guys for you. So, a little strategy that you can do. Oh, we got a roller. Whew. Okay, that guy can sometimes be a problem if he has a bit more health to him. He rolls around on the ground, and somehow he'll catch himself on fire, which actually doesn't do damage to him. But then if he hits you while he's rolling on fire, then it puts the fire status effect, the burning status effect on you. So it becomes a problem. Alright, I heard an elite. Whoop. Oh, I saw somebody behind me. I hear... Oh, okay. Oh! This guy is not nice. Really happy this is early game and he can stagger easy, because that guy late game is a major problem. Oh wow, okay, he timed that perfectly to hit me. Whew. There we go. The other thing you can do, yeah, so you can time it so when they explode. I thought it was the dudes you were fighting. Not quite. Not quite. But the guys that explode, you can time it. When they get close, they have a little animation that they do before they explode, which kind of gives you time to actually roll out of the way. And then they'll just self-destruct. And you won't have to worry about it. But then the cloud is where you were, so it becomes a little bit of an issue at that point with the root rot. So you give and you get, but but due to the iframes, you can entirely avoid the damage even if you roll through the explosion. So just a little figuring out. That's all.
Bags full.
Okay.
So when it says your bag is full,
So when it says my bag is full, it's only ever referring to the ammunition. which just means I can't carry any more reserve. When it comes to like materials and things like that, you can hold as much as you want. There is no restriction on that. But there is a restriction on the amount of ammo that you can carry at one time. I hear an elite. There he is. Okay, this is the one that spawns. Okay, there we go. Whew. That guy spawns with the clouds on where you are. Which can also give you root rot. Thankfully, everything's pretty easy to deal with in this area because beginners still learning, pretty much. Aha, monkey key. So that is a quest item for this specific area, which that kind of tells me exactly what we're going to be getting towards the end of this. So this is actually, if I remember correctly, is a dead end. But it's worth it when you see what we get. It might not be that worth it for this character, but it's still gonna work out. Alright, before I'm okay, so let's just do this now before we get mobbed with other stuff. So we'll hint there. There's a monkey on the door. So you try it. Lock. Brings you to the inventory. Monkey key. Quest complete. 1 trait point. And we get Spirit, which is a absolutely fantastic ability or trait. Alright, so we come in here. Get some scraps, There's a lore note. You guys can read on your own if you wish. Assault rifle. So, maybe not the best for this character, but in general, it's a very good gun. I use it a lot on my other playthrough, on my melee character, because it's a nice, well-rounded mid-medium range. Sorry. Similar to tickers and gears. Yes. Sorry, I'm a little behind reading on the chat. But yes. There we go. Okay. But it's a well-rounded gun. Okay, so we're gonna go back to War 13. So this was actually the side path, which is interesting. Alright. So let's level up some stuff. Well, actually, let's head over here first.
I'm not in the mood for chat. Thanks a lot for bringing another stranger into our midst. There's no way bringing a human root hybrid into the ward could backfire on us.
She's always mad, so it's whatever.
Yeah?
Alright, so,
time.
defeating the mutters, you get explosive shot. After you've gotten the mod power, switch over to it, fires an explosive round that upon detonation deals up to 120 damage to enemies within a 3.5 meter radius. So that's really good for dealing with adds or a big guy that has a lot of little guys that hang around him, because then you're doing a lot of damage to a lot of different things all at once. So let's actually grab that. Not worried about that.
I've got
Yes,
work
we know
to
you
do.
have work to do.
So,
We have a new guest, eh? Well, she hasn't said much, but she stares right through you. Hopefully, we can make her feel welcome here.
This guy is always nice, which I never understood why they're side by side, because he's very nice and she's always a grouch. Symmetry, I guess? I don't know. But I feel like they get on each other's nerves.
Certainly.
Alright, let's see. Do we want to do that, or do we want to upgrade the armor? Let's go damage. Let's go with weapons. So let's upgrade sniper rifle a bit and get this kind of up to snuff. So 165 damage. That's pretty good. Let's get that up. So all of our weapons now require forged iron to upgrade, which is the next material that we'll be able to find. Next crafting material. Alright, so we've got about half an hour left. Let's do that. Get that up.
Be safe out there.
And actually, let's go speak to the root mother. She is hanging out over here by the scrap lady and the medic. Nope. Come on. There we go. She's hanging out all by her lonesome over here.
Greetings, child. You have arrived at last. I feel much more myself. And less. No longer root. No longer human. It is age you seek. A road you pursue. You must find the one they call Founder. He alone knows the path you seek. But to find him, you must first open the labyrinth. It is a crossroad of many places. The Founder journeyed there, beyond my sight. I guided him to the labyrinth, as I guide you. Look to a great shimmering light in the sky. The path to its source is protected by a monstrous root creature. Slay the beast, seek the light beyond, and the keeper of the labyrinth will make himself known to you. Wait. One more boon I can offer to fight back against that which would erase us all. You carry a piece of the dragon's heart. I can improve it, make it stronger. The root is selfish with its strengths, but with this, you may stand a chance. Great forces are wielded among the worlds, but they need not be exclusive.
So, the root mother is how you upgrade your dragon heart. I like to see what I can upgrade.
This may help you on your journey.
So, I found the simulacrum in the world. I have enough crystals to be able to do it, and it costs 1,000 scrap to be able to do it. But 100% worth it. So now we get an extra charge out of our dragon heart. So now we can have 4. On my main playthrough, I have about 9, which is very useful because I play with friends on my main account, and you can use your dragon heart charges to revive downed teammates. So you're trading off healing yourself for picking up your friend. So having more of them is really useful if you're kind of running as the medic of sense. But there's also a lot of gear that can help with that, so, but I don't want to spoil too much yet. Alright. Alright, so we're not going to go to the last checkpoint because that's a dead end. So, we are going to go now to... So we're going to go to the Mudtooth's hideout. Because that was the last large crystal that we came across, and that was the intersections that we hadn't gone down yet. So we're going to head down those and see what we can find. Alright. So we're here. We have two paths that we can take. One doubles back, which may lead to an alternate route, or it might just lead back to the group that we were at before. I'm gonna head south, because I think that's gonna lead to what we really want to get to. And which is gonna be the large beast. The monstrous root, sorry, is what the root mother referred to it as. Grab the iron. Always can use crafted materials. Oop. Ew. Nice try though, bud. I like how easy things go down in this world. It's so much more difficult in my game. Granted, I'm also playing on a different difficulty. This I wanted to be a little bit easier, just because we're going through story-wise and learning the game, and me stopping and explaining things. So I'd rather not have to focus on fighting too much without being able to actually talk to you guys. Right in the head. Alright. Grab that long rifle ammo. So it's kind of cool. With these up and down paths that you have, they both 90% of the time lead to the same location, but it's kind of cool because sometimes one going down will have like a section of loot down there, or up top will. So you kind of have to check both to make sure you're not missing out on anything. Oop, still got that off even though he died, huh? So didn't really see anything down up there, so let's check down here. That's that from the one guy took out. Nope, nothing. But you still gotta check. Alright. Alright, so yeah. So this leads out. So it looks like the lower section towards the left comes up and comes around that way. So there's probably some loot that we missed there, but I'm not that worried about it at this point. We may double back later to be able to do that, but again, I want to kind of get through the story, kind of get through a lot of the like new and interesting stuff for the stream, so the stream doesn't wind up lasting forever. Which makes the YouTube videos a little bit easier to deal with if I'm kind of more streamlined and not like going through every nook and cranny. Haha, okay. Alright, so the Ash Yard. So this is the world boss. World bosses, some change, some don't. This world boss does change. Now I have the, well, no, so a lot of the bosses in the game have multiple ways that you can defeat them. The bog standard way of defeating them, which is just damage until they go down. But there are also alternate ways where if you do a specific thing or do damage to a specific location on the boss, and then defeat them, then you get an alternate reward. I think for this build, we're gonna go with the bog standard way of defeating this boss, but I'll shut up and let you watch. It's cool. So we have ourselves a root dragon. Fire-breathing root dragon. And you really need to be careful with this, because you see what I'm rolling through? Oh yeah, that's oil. It catches fire. Alright, word to the wise. See how I got that headshot damage there? Whoop. There you go, friend. That's not his head that we're aiming for. It's that little glowy spot on his chest. That thing. That's going to give us the most damage for our bullets. Alright, we're going to hide behind here for a sec. Whoa, that still got me. We're going to heal up real quick. Oh, he fires at that pillar. Ooh, okay. Now roll, get rid of this burn. And then we're going to try to get around that. Yes. Okay, okay. Your head on a swivel. Your head on a swivel. Aha! Tag that heart. A fair amount of damage from that. Oh, he's going to do the stomp thing again. Ooh. Yeah, that's no good. That's no bueno. Heal, heal, heal. Use the scenery as much as you can. The environment. It's all destructible, so you have to be careful about it. But it's really good for avoiding damage in those prime situations. That's not so much. Okay, here we go. Oh, I am completely out of ammunition. That's a sad day. I'll run around, grab some. The fun part is you can reload on the run, which is really nice. Well, as long as you're stamina as well. Alright. Almost got him. Ooh, I'm out. Got him. Haha. That was fun. And now we got the blazing heart from the dragon. And quick hands, which is the trait that I wanted to get for this. So we're going to be dumping a lot of our trait points into quick hands until that gets maxed out. Always make sure to pick up the scrap. You don't know the amount of times I've run out of scrap. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It can get really difficult. I'm not saying it's harder with friends. It's a lot more fun with friends, but it does scale pretty heavily. Especially if your friends are higher level. It sometimes becomes a bit more difficult for you to stay alive because, like, I could get hit a few times in that fight. But if we scaled it up by adding people, I might get 2 hit. Or if you have like a friend that's like done several playthroughs and are like maxed out on several perks or way high on their trait points, I could get 1 hit. So it balances out. All right. Let's get our ammo back, get our dragon hearts back, heal up, do all that stuff. We're gonna travel back to War 13 before we go forward, because I think what we're gonna do. Got about a little less than 15 minutes left of the stream. We may end a little bit early because I kind of want to end at a specific point, but we'll see. Because we're coming up on that specific point. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna see what we get for the dragon heart. Or the blazing heart. Yeah. Go this way. Maybe level up a couple things. Things like that.
You killed the dragon? Good. Now kill the rest of them.
And that's the happiest you'll ever see her. I'm not even joking. That is the happiest you will ever see that girl.
Alright then.
Now we get the Spitfire. This is a secondary automatic rifle. Fires rounds that are ignited. So you have a chance of just base firing this weapon to light people on fire. But it's mod, which boss weapons have intrinsic mods. You cannot change them. They are fixed to the weapon. Flamethrower. So it's really cool. It doesn't have an it's really close range flamethrower. It doesn't have a lot of range to it, but it is still a lot of fun to just, you got a mob in front of you, just light that, and they all light, they all go down, they all burn. It is great. It's a lot of fun. We're gonna grab this, and we are gonna equip this. So, lose the Magnum revolver, but that's the fun part about these weapons. There are so many of them, and so many of them are really good for certain situations. Like, I ran through that section that had all of those gun-toting enemies, where they like to hide behind cover, they like to shoot you at range, things like that. The Magnum's going to be great for that. For the area where there was a bunch of the little guys, the high rate of fire, larger mag size, with the 24 mags and the 8.5 rate of fire of this is going to be good for getting rid of a lot of the small ads. So you find yourself changing out your weapons a lot, which is a very good thing, and leveling them up. You want to have, like, generally your main weapon stay the same, because you're going to wind up wanting to max that out and get that high level so it can do that kind of damage that you need to do for some of the boss fights. But you do want to have a good rotation of them to be able to deal with niche situations. But yeah, let's so this looks cool. And then so chance to light things on fire. Reloads by, like, venting out the heat, which is kind of cool.
So you brought down that flying beast in the city, eh? I can hardly believe it. You're made of sterner stuff. Let's see what I've got.
Alright. And to upgrade boss weapons, you need crystals. So this is where crystals are rare, because you only get crystals from defeating elite enemies. You don't always get them from elite enemies. You get them from, I want to say, 75% of the elite enemies that you kill. Which there may only be 3 or 4 in a map section. So be careful how many you spend on different things, because I am at the point where I have too many boss weapons and never enough crystals to level them up enough to be able to use them at my level. So hold on to them, use them sparingly. But we're going to upgrade the mask real quick, because that needs to be leveled up. So now we're gonna head forward from where we left off. So travel, return to last checkpoint. So, I don't know if you can see it, but there's something there.
Looks like a tornado.
Nope. You'll see in a moment. Tower. And the world around us is slightly different. This is where things get interesting, to say the very least. Up until this point, you're an average human. In the world you know, invaded by a hostile root. This should shed a little bit of light on what's going on. Or just confuse you. Who knows?
The root, here too, and here, and the root, here too, cracks in the walls, grow every day, surrounding me.
Who are you?
Human, the core is rotten, the root corrupts everything. Why do you distract the keeper?
I'm looking for a man named Forward.
Insignificant. Chance of success negligible. The Guardians are destroyed. The Devourer lurks unchecked. The Labyrinth erodes daily. And I can behold the tide. On the other hand, your journey is not guaranteed to fail. Very well. Enter and see. The Labyrinth holds all doors and infinite possibilities. If the path you require exists, it lies within.
Let's ask him a few more questions. Let's see what we can figure out here.
Yes, there is time.
What do you mean the Guardians were destroyed?
The root threatens every world, so every world is given a protector. Guardians are not easily killed. When one dies, however, the root can claim that world and grow stronger. The loss of several Guardians made way for the Devourer. The Devourer has made the root very strong indeed.
Where is my world's Guardian?
This place is both like the worlds and unlike them. It is the core, inviolable, and without need of a Guardian.
If my world is inviolable, how did the root get here?
I have neither knowledge nor resources to devote to the question. The root could not have come without invitation.
So somebody brought it upon us. What is the Devourer?
An agent of the root, whether witting or unwitting, is unknown and irrelevant. The Devourer was the one who erased even the Labyrinth's Guardian, leaving only myself to hold back unending rot. Unfortunately, my battle cannot be won with time.
What is the Labyrinth?
It is the seat of the worlds, built upon the core, and all worlds are built upon it. The labyrinth contains all doors that ever were, are, or may be. Some are lost, some destroyed, but all are contained within.
So based on the information he's already given us, I know that he's not a guardian because he said that the guardian was destroyed and he's trying to stem the tide. But, let's see what he says.
I am the keeper. I will be the last to fall.
So he's the keeper. There you go. Thank you for your help.
This is the maximum help I can provide at the moment. All endeavors will fail if I do any more. This is the maximum help I can provide at the moment.
So it glitched out a little bit there. It repeated the line, but normally you see him wave his hand and teleport you. So this is the labyrinth. Now, so this is where I kind of want to end the stream, because this is where things start to branch out and get interesting, to say the very least. So before we go, I'm just gonna kind of explain a little bit if it wasn't super clear about what he said. So there are multiple worlds. Worlds are different from planets. The worlds are, think of them as parallel universes, parallel Earths, all at the same time. We are the core world. The labyrinth is built upon the core world and connects all of the other worlds with ours. The root, which has invaded our world, has gone forth and destroyed the protectors of the other worlds, causing them to be vulnerable to the root. So theoretically, we should find root in some of these other worlds that we inevitably seem to be going towards. So our next step is to find Ford, which we have been told has gone into the labyrinth and has not returned. So that opens us up to, which world did he go to? Can we find him? Is he even still out there? It's going to be really interesting figuring that out. But I think that's where we're going to end this for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And hopefully we will continue this journey shortly. Thank you all, and have a good night.
Oh, next week.
Oh, right. Next week. Is that you?
It's me.
Alright, what are you going to be playing next week?
I ultimately decided to do World of Warcraft Classic.
So going to be playing some WoW Classic next week. So Christian will be on the stream playing some WoW Classic next week. Should be a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of people and know a few of my friends who have been having a lot of fun with that, so it should be good for the stream. Remember, Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back. So I hope you all have a great night, and see you then.